Hey guys, iKailaKai here, long time no see. This is going to be a different gameplay video from what I usually do, going a lot more in-depth into the turns. If you've seen my practice guide, then this is going to be going over how we play open-handed. I haven't actually done a video on my actual sort of testing, so I thought this video would be really interesting for you guys to see, and we were able to talk about a lot of interesting scenarios because my friend was really struggling with the blue-purple Luffy matchup, and I was able to talk him through why certain plays feel worse for me from the blue-purple Luffy perspective. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to start uploading a bit more now that I have a bit more time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We were about to play normally, but this is an interesting hand and we wanted to talk about it, so we decided to record this video. So, originally you were going to put out the one cost Nami.
Yes.
And first, I guess, can I hear your logic on that?
So my thinking is, because I don't have a Luffy Taro to play later on, I can still go for Nami, then swing 8 next turn, then play out my Sanji Pudding, leader ability, and swing 8 again.
After playing the
Stage with the last doll.
Yeah, and then you can use the effect to give this +2.
Right.
This is like one thing we were talking about, and we've only played turn 1, we haven't played turn 2 at all yet, is that you're never going to not hit at 8 next turn. Like, you wouldn't do Searcher next turn, Searcher, and 7.
Yes.
That's terrible, because I have 2k, the deck runs a bunch of 2ks.
Definitely.
I think that you always probably want to hit 8 on that turn, but I don't know exactly. My argument for playing this right now is that although, obviously, if you end up drawing something, I think it's specifically the 7 cost Rufitaro. If you draw the 7 cost Rufitaro off of this Nami, then you're in a better spot, but you're searching this much for a thing that you only have 2 cards.
Right.
So I feel like the chance is kind of low of finding it unless you had like multiple searchers.
Right.
So then my theory is that you probably want to play this first because it draws you cards that you're guaranteed to draw. And then when you decide to search, you'll have 1 extra card for turn, 2 extra cards for turn, 3 extra cards, and then maybe Sanji Pudding gives you 1 extra card. So you have 4 extra cards before you have to decide your Nami search. So therefore, you can make like a better decision because you can choose from the remaining options after already seeing 3 or 4 cards.
So this play locks me into not playing Luffy Taro.
Yeah.
Because if I swing 8 and I play this, use leader ability,
it's already
too late to know if I get it, right?
Yeah. So it's how likely or how important do you think Luffy Taro is to this matchup? Like, if you think that you can't win without Luffy Taro, then this is probably a better play. If you think that you can probably be okay with it, because I think honestly you have a really good starting hand, then you might be fine to just go for the more stable start.
Right.
So it's like stability or high roll. So which one do you think's up to you? I think that's the argument.
I mean, I'll be honest, because the matchup is so difficult to me now. I want to eye roll. So I'm gonna look for Luffy Taro. 5. I'm not gonna get it. So that's a 2k or 0-0. I'm gonna probably get the 2k.
Okay. To be fair though, you can still draw into the Sanji Pudding.
Yes, still have a chance.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. Hi, enter.
Okay.
I never have anything to play on the first turn.
That's not it. I'm gonna swing 8.
Okay, yeah, so if you ended up playing this and then hitting 7, easily defend it. But because it's 8, I don't want to cut 2 of these, especially this early, so I'll take this one.
Okay. And pass.
Okay, my turn. I'm in... Oh, shit. If this was an open hand, I'd still feel okay because of this. But because I know that you have that coming, I'm in a bit of trouble. So, anyways, I'll play Zorojiro and then enter.
I'll play Sanji Pudding for 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna use leader ability because I have no Luffy Taro lined up. Get 1 back. I'm gonna swing 8.
1 dong up is always a searcher. If it's not stage, then I'm fine next turn. If it is stage, I'm in trouble. There's another out that I could have next turn, which is to get ramp from one of these two cards. So I think I'll try taking this card. No ramp.
Okay. And I'll use my last don to play out the stage.
Okay.
Get one draw. And use the ability here.
Okay. My turn. It's not the right ramp. This happens sometimes with this deck. 4 liter. Oh, also, I should mention why I'm not hitting. I think that if I ever hit you because you have Gungam Giant, I'm never going to outspeed you because you have Gungam Giant and I have 9 Mom, which gives you life. So hitting you only gives you more resources to defend your board, and I only want to take your board. So therefore, if I'm ever going to hit you, it's going to be 4,000 into 5,000 just for the effect.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because you have what you need, I can only KO Nami, but I'll still do that. End to end turn. If I can still find 9 Mom in my next 5, then I'm okay.
I'm gonna look for the Sanji pudding.
Yeah.
5.
Whew.
Got it.
Ah, good deck.
I'm gonna play it out, get a draw.
Okay.
Leader ability.
Yeah.
4 down back. Play.
This is an interesting turn, I think. I think into like every other matchup you do this, but there is a world where you just put two don, like a bunch of don on here and just hit really hard.
So that would be, instead of playing out the Zoro Zoro, just swinging
It's like 8-9 or 8-8,
8-8. I
depending
guess I
on
would
like
search.
depending on what you want to do.
I would search with the last one.
I think that that's also an option. And I feel like because these first two 8s go through, you're more incentivized to do that. But I'm not sure exactly.
So now I'm only going to be able to defend one of them. So if I swing with this one, I mean, if I had a rush Luffy, I might not even swing.
But I mean,
But now,
well, I mean,
yes.
consider that next turn I'm at 10, and I want to play a 9 cost, which means that I either have one dong to put onto leader and hit 7,
True.
or I don't because I want to leave one dong active. So even if I hit that, I can basically only get one.
True. You
Or
could hit
yeah,
with the 9 cost Luffy,
that's
which
true.
I can defend actually. That would
Yeah.
be kind of heavy.
But I mean, if I decide to 9 cost Luffy you, and you use two 2Ks, but I'm at like 0 life and like this much hand the next turn. And also, you have to consider that I'll have -1 dong to play 9 cost Luffy. So even if I do Gum Gum Giant, I go back to 7, which means that I
Yes, which
can't
is
leader
bad.
effect. So I think that no matter what, it's bad for me. So I think that you probably always swing with this. It's just how much.
To be fair, because you have one life, I see the value of eating you 8 twice. But not seeing your hand, you have quite a big hand, right?
Right. Yeah. To you, it looks like this.
Yeah, to me it looks like 8 cards.
So then, if you hit 8-8, then it becomes like this.
But you have done
most
up,
likely.
so 8-8, I'm also thinking
Oh,
gear
that's true.
second,
It could also be gear second.
and then I only get one hit. Even if you
So then my hand goes down to
3k
5.
counter,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I have to think about the cards that aren't in my hand right now.
because of your hand,
Yeah.
I'm
That's true.
in a space where I think the game is gonna go longer, so I want this guy out.
That's
And
fair.
because I only defend one, if you do anything to the other one, where Big Mom or whatever, then I have no other body.
That's fair.
And that's rough.
That's fair. That's fair. If I have gear second, then this is a bad play. This ends up being better. If I don't, then hitting. But with the information that we have, probably this is a safer play. So that's fair.
Going back, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play this guy. I'm looking for Luffy Taro, obviously. Actually, I say obviously, I have no good target for him.
Yeah.
But it's still the best.
I think just having like a body is good.
Yeah,
You know.
I can look for something anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
And swing 6, right?
6, I will defend with 1.
And so the last thing is, if I swing with this one, and I'm gonna swing 7.
2.
faster.
Okay. There's one thing to consider is that if you are afraid of 9-cost Luffy, then you might want to take this out. Just because I can get the dong back.
That's
But
true.
yeah. Because so I would go to 10, I'd 9-cost Luffy, put back one dong, and then get the dong active, and then now I can use Giganto.
Right.
So something to consider. But I don't think it's something that's worth talking about too much. But perhaps this attack should have went into here. Especially since you've been hitting at 8 so much, the value of 6 has been going down.
So this is only better in the case where you play 9 cost Luffy, right?
Or 9-cost Mom.
Or 9 cost. Oh, because it's -1,
Yeah,
don't you?
-1 dong. Yeah. I think that
So
it's good to
that
take
might
this
have
out.
been the right play.
Actually, we could do that if you want. If you want to
Let me swing here.
6 into here, I'll take that. And then 7 into leader,
And 7 into leader.
I'll 2K.
Okay.
I think that that's generally better. I see a lot of people ignoring this card, but it ends up
Yes.
letting me like do a lot of really bad things. So
True.
leader effect. So these are my top 5. I don't have like 9 mom, 8 katakuri, but actually this isn't bad for me because I have this. So what I can do on this turn is to draw this from my leader effect because it's public information, draw this from my draw because it's private information, and then play 9-cost Sanji into this to then just get a ton of, I don't know what this card is yet, get a ton of counter and deal with my counter problem. And then because I did that, I don't need to minus my dong, which means that I can actually use the Gungam Giant. So in a way, this is safer. It just means that I can't affect the board, which is still a problem. It's just not as bad as it could have been.
Right.
It's like I really want to have 9-cost mom on this turn. The ideal would have been to see 9-cost mom and gear second on this turn, but this isn't a bad alternative because I can still actually use the Gungam Giant, which is one issue that I would have in the future, and still play something that can give me time and a ton of resources. But I think that this is the order because don't want to show you the better 2K, draw a good card, and then place Nami off of Sanji, and then the next 3 cards I'm going to find off Sanji anyways, or off of Nami anyways. So I'll put it like this. Put the Nami to hand. My turn. Draw for turn. And unfortunately, I cannot hit into anything. So I will just play Sanji to play Nami, and then draw 3 cards. Good 3 cards. And then get rid of my 2 problem cards, because I can still use these later, but I can't use these.
Okay.
And pass. So now, although I'm still in a bad situation, I can stall 1 attack. I have a lot of defense, so if I can stabilize in the next couple of turns with a 9 mom or something, I could be okay.
Draw for the turn. Don't. I cannot play out the Uso Achi from Luffy Taro, which would be nice. I am going to look for something
Okay.
to play out of the Luffy Taro. That's not great, but I like this because I'm in a good spot.
Yeah, is that not what you're looking for?
I was looking for a 4 cost to play out of the Luffy Taro. So instead of that, I'm gonna play the Sanji blocker from Luffy Taro. Right? So 7 down. Go ahead.
Do you ever not just play the Luffy on this turn? The 6-cost Luffy?
So the other play would be to Luffy. Maybe even restand it. 6. To be fair, because I have 2 Sanji pudding, I can get 4 back. And I'm gonna give 2 back. So do I swing 7, 7, 6, 6, 10?
I mean, do you need to do that? I feel like you could just, I mean, I don't know which ones ends up being better. It's just one of the options
Yes.
is you play this. How much dong do you get back after your leader effect?
4.
6. I would
6,
imagine.
get 4 back, so 6 back.
Okay, 6 total. The thing is, you can also just play this instead. You know, the 2-cost chopper.
Oh, that's true. Actually, if I play this,
Yeah,
I will swing, restand, and play the chopper.
because you have so
True.
much counter in your hand that like even if I end up hitting into it, you can easily counter it out and block 1. And if I ever 9-mom your chopper, then I'm not 9-momming anything else. So I think it's more of a problem.
Okay.
I don't know which one ends
I
up being better.
can defend it too.
Yeah. So like, if I 9 mom, then I have to get rid of one of these, and then if you, I don't know if you hit me twice or you hit me once, but this sets up for next turn.
It would swing once this turn and twice the next turn. Whereas if I play these two guys, right, then next turn I get a 6, 8, you get rid of something,
6,
or
8.
if you don't get rid of anything, maybe I just block with this guy
Yeah.
and then play him.
I don't know. Personally, I would like to set this up when I have the chance to. And I feel like if the game goes longer and longer, you only have to play that as a finisher, and that becomes weaker the longer that I have this.
I see the value of playing him now, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I lead their ability, I have 6 back.
And then, so you're probably going to use 2 on the chopper, right?
Yes.
So then what do you do with the last 4?
I can still play out the Sanji.
I don't know, but the thing is, I don't know if you need to, because you're always going to block with the chopper next turn. I'm always going to hit with this
Oh,
next
true,
turn.
true. So I'm playing the chopper
Yeah.
out. 7, 7, 7, 8, 8. And 2 for chopper. Sounds good?
I think that sounds good. I think that you have to really try to finish the game as fast as possible. So that sounds smart to me.
Okay, so I played Luffy. I'm gonna defend him right away. Actually, to not give you information, I would wait.
Yeah.
Before I would swing 7 once,
2.
twice,
2.
then I'm gonna swing 7 here.
And no effect, which gives me some information. So maybe that attack being later would make sense, but for us doesn't matter that much right now.
8.
8. I'd rather not cut this if I can, so I will use this now. And I don't think I'll end up using 3 of these, nor does it actually end up mattering at that point because I'll have 5 things on my board, so I'll get rid of the Sanji and draw 2. Okay.
I will swing 8 again.
Then for me, the question is either I can counter it, block it, or take it. Where this attack's so big that if I'm at 0 life and 1 blocker, or 0 blocker, 1
the
life,
thing
then
is,
these 2 big
because of
attacks.
my Don,
Yeah.
if I get to play this guy, then I still have the big swing.
Right. That's true. I guess then maybe it's safer to just block
Might
with
be
this.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember if you've actually searched
It's
this
also
on
less information for me because if you go down to 4, I'm gonna want to swing next turn.
Yeah. I guess I blocked then. Just seems like the safer play.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And then from the last 2 down, I'm gonna play Chopper and get 1 rested down.
Is this Maise Ika? Yeah, okay. Leader effect. Okay, there's my. This is literally the cards I was looking for. So then the issue is that the cards that I want to put into my life are not great. But I always pick up the Nami because it's not the card that I want to show you.
Okay.
I put this on top to draw into it. Nami to play off of 9 Sanji, and then unfortunately the rest doesn't matter. But I would want to put something with counter into my life. But I think that this kind of displays itself. I have to do this. So I'll pick up the Nami, put the rest to top. The one issue is that by playing 9 mom, I can't use this very well. So I need to think about that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I'll go 6.
Which makes the swing onto the Zorojuro that much better, because it ends up smattering, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so if the Zorojuro was alive, then I play Giganto, and then this goes here because of 9 mom, and then I can get rid of this because I know that this card's this, and then I get 1 extra card, which could be counter. So it would end up mattering if you took or didn't take the Zorojuro. So I will go 6 at Zorojuro.
Okay. So I know you have a 9. So I'm keeping this one for your big hit. So I'm just gonna throw.
You're more likely to counter than you are to block it, because if I hit into Zorojuro, then it either just disappears or you block it and I'm not really doing anything. So I always hit into Luffy, hoping that you mess up and give me counter.
Right.
So,
Luffy. Of course, I don't want to risk you not swinging anymore and me being stuck with the chopper, which doesn't let me make use of my leader.
The only thing that would punish you more is if I end up playing 9 Luffy here. But if I give you 9 Luffy and 10 into that, you still have two
I
2Ks.
still
So, like, you still win. So, I think that that's fine. I will Sanji into 9 Mom, into trash 1 card. And I can trash this because I know the next card.
Yeah, one don.
Yeah, this, and then get rid of Sanji Pudding.
So because you minus one don here,
Yep,
then
it makes this
Gomu,
unusable.
yeah.
Oh, I can use it if I need to, but yeah, end turn.
I'm not at the risk of dying, but if I swing with no setup, you're just gonna clear everything. Even though you're at 2 life and it's kind of risky, I don't have any searchers. Because if I searched into a second one, maybe I could see the standing in, I don't know, like waiting one more turn.
Right.
Without a search, I think I kind of go for it.
I think the one thing you can do, especially because I only have 3 attacks and you have 5 life, or 4, including leader, is that you can just use the effect and leave it active, and then just keep getting a little bit of pressure, but not fully commit to going for lethal. At the very least, it puts me in really bad spot for next turn. So
the thing in this situation is you would want to start swinging with your leader because that's the least risk for your board.
Right.
But because of my leader ability, I'm losing on the southern power from his ability.
That's true.
So that's awkward.
What do you want to play this turn though?
So if I end up like not finishing this turn, I could play this guy and keep a Gomu Gomu. I can do 10, 10, 10. So 8, 8, 10, 10, 10. By throwing these two.
And not playing Sanji? You mean?
I'm not playing Sanji. Right.
Yeah.
So the
no
first
public information.
8
So
is going to be -2.
Yep. And then
second 8.
It's probably gear second most of the time.
Yes.
And
if
then,
you have gear second, gear second.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 10s lined up.
So then it'd probably be 10, 10.
And the last one you have
10.
5 cards. So you need to throw 5k.
Yeah, so 3 cards. So then I'd be left with 2 cards and 0 life.
Right.
Which is pretty bad for me, actually. So maybe that's the right play. Because I can still stabilize, but it's tricky.
Yeah, but if you clear my entire board, I mean, I can defend one, I guess. The main thing would be you swinging into my board, playing another big mom, and then, yeah, I just lose.
Yeah, that's the risk.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing. I'm at 9 down, right?
I have no clue anymore.
So I'm gonna start on the least important character and swing 8.
7.
Sorry.
Yeah.
8.
8. 2-1.
Right. Then I would leader ability to return 2 down because I got nothing to use down and get 1 back. Then my leader is 6k, so I can use him to swing another 8, which makes you use an event basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing 8 again.
Is it 8 again? And then 10, 10.
And then, yes, because...
You already used leader.
Yeah, and then 10, 10. Yes.
And then 10, 10.
That he said.
Oh, I really want to defend that.
And so... Then, attack G becomes active, and I swing again.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it, but let's... Yeah, that's rough. Let's play... I just want to see what would happen if I did have it.
Okay.
So, like, just cut, like, 3 random cards, you know? And then next turn, if I see 9 Mom...
So if you don't die, I just do this and pass turn.
Yeah. Actually, this is kind of... Wait, where'd my 9 Sanji go? Oh, right, I cut it. Okay. So then I would pick up the Gum Gum Giant, put this, and then do this. And then next turn I would... I know the next 2 cards, it doesn't end up mattering. Then it's just, can I clear this Luffy? 9?
So 9 on 7. So I can defend him once, twice.
And then the third one, does it get taken?
I cannot take 3 hits. But also, just by defending him, I keep you from swinging into the other
Yeah.
ones. So I'm still
I
gonna
think,
do.
yeah. So 9 at
I'm
Luffy,
gonna defend the first one.
9 at Luffy.
I'm gonna defend the second one.
9 at Luffy.
I'm gonna have him die.
Yeah, and then it's gone, which means at the very least you don't have 3,000 counter. So for me, I need to hope that you don't have 2,000 counter and hit into Zorojiro 7. And I think I lose anyways.
So I'll start 9.
And I always Gum Gum Giant that, I think. I,
Then I'm gonna leader ability, return these 2,
Mhm.
become 6,000, get 1 back.
yeah.
9 again.
Yeah, I don't have it, so
Okay.
it's good enough. Okay, so either way, I end up losing. I think the early game from you was a bit harder for me to deal with than what we've been playing with. So I think that helped you a lot. I think, I don't know what I could have done better on my side. There's a world where, did I keep this? I did keep this hand. There's a world where I mulligan this hand, but I had good setup. What would I be looking for in
This
mulligan though?
becomes breaky into the stage.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, like, you need to draw the stage, but you also
Yes.
have the stage a lot of the times. So maybe in this matchup, this is a little bit less value and is more for high roll. So what I'm looking for in this matchup is probably these. And if I can find these, then I think I'm fine. Because if I get more ramp than I need, then this helps defend against your 8k hits. And if not, then I just ramp with these, get to 10, try to do like 9 Sanji, whatnot from the early game. I don't know. I think I also drew a lot of bricks in the early game, which hurt me a lot. But I think that other than that, what did I mess up with?